Thanks to the ridiculous price gouging and overcharging by American medical companies and insurance groups, people are being forced to find their meds where they can, hopefully at a substantial savings. Nothing wrong with it. Save for the fact if you're getting your meds from the internet as we speak, if you believe you're getting exactly what is advertised and you need to stay alive, there's a good chance you could be committing unintentional suicide. Because on the internet, little is as it appears to be. Obviously, our dose of medical reality from the Newsmax deputy health editor whose tongue would snap off were he to tell a falsehood, unlike your current insurance company. Also co-author of Da Vinci's Baby Boomer Survival Guide. Once again, let's welcome back in Nick Tate. All right, Nick, no lies to go here, brother. Here we are. If you're on the internet and if you're getting pills, here's the latest study. You're getting things like, let's see, heart medication with maybe rat poison, cholesterol-lowering drugs with brick dust, and antibiotics filled with paint or inkjet material. Haven't we heard this all before, yet it just seems to be getting worse and people still fall for this stupidity?
We have, and it's not just bad information that's on the internet, but it's bad products. According to the World Health Organization, 50% of online pharmacies are selling counterfeit meds. According to the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy, 96% of online pharmacies do not comply with U.S. patient safety standards.
Say that again, that there's nothing about them that anybody in a regulatory field finds to be reputable.
That's exactly right. And either regulators, the World Health Organization, or pharmacy boards have tracked. So the main message here is you really have to be very careful. I get that people need to save. Healthcare costs are through the roof. Drug costs are skyrocketing. You need to save. But, as the old caveat emptor line, buyer beware. You get what you pay for. In some cases, the estimates are that about 1 million people die every year from taking counterfeit drugs.
Well, the worst part of it is, most of it, correct me if I'm wrong, is fake Viagra, which is not what you need to live in the first place. You're basically getting it because of entertainment purposes or whatever else. And this is the biggest issue.
That's right. It's the #1 thing that people buy that's counterfeit is Viagra. So it's a lifestyle-enhancing drug. It's not necessarily a health-boosting drug, but as you say, it's not just Viagra. It's heart medications. It's antibiotics. I mean, it's all kinds of medicines. It's statins. So be careful. You're better off buying from an American pharmacy, even if you're buying generics or lower-cost drugs. But if you're going to buy online, just make sure you know what you're getting.
Please, people, stop being stupid. Here's something else that we have to point out, too. This was interesting. Researchers have found that for Alzheimer's patients, music actually helps. For whatever reason, that seems to make a lot of sense.
Oh, it does. This is really one of the bright spots in Alzheimer's research. There's been a drought in the pipeline for new treatments for Alzheimer's. New drugs that were promising or thought to be promising have been disappointing. Therapies have not worked. But the more research that's done that looks at music therapy and the effects on dementia patients, the more promise they're finding. Now, there are many states. Wisconsin is leading the country, Utah, in incorporating music therapy in their not only their Alzheimer's facility care, but in home health care as well. It does make sense. Anybody who has lived with or been close to somebody with Alzheimer's has seen the power that music has.
It's soothing.
Well, it's not only mood enhancing, and it does boost mood, but it also seems that the most interesting research shows that somehow music affects memory and learning. In fact, the research out of Boston University and places like George Mason University finds that seniors with dementia who are listening to music while they're learning something new score better on memory tests and learning. Simply singing the instructions to seniors with dementia on how to do something like when to take your medicines helps them remember it. They don't know what's going on, but they think that it's possible that the place in the brain that processes and stores music may be untouched by Alzheimer's and the mechanisms, or that memories, as we know, are so deep-rooted, music is so deep-rooted in our memory system and so connected with emotions that they last, which is maybe why I tend to listen to music of the 60s and the 70s, and that has power over me today.
30 seconds left. Labor Day weekend. Once again, the study, is it possible to prevent a hangover? No, it's not.
That's right. That's right. Right. 2 new studies, actually, one out of Canada, the other out of the Netherlands, says almost no matter what you do, no matter how much water you drink, no matter how much food you eat, if you have had too much to drink, you're going to have a hangover. But my favorite finding from one of the researchers who said with a straight face, the one thing that is absolutely true, even though there are some uncertainties about this, is more research is needed in this area.
How good. Okay, we're going to leave here tonight. Let's get into some research. Have a great Labor Day weekend,
You
sir.
do the same.
Always a pleasure. Don't forget Da Vinci's Baby Boomer Survival Guide. Nick Tate, the co-author. Pick up your copy today. Stay with us. The fastest 60 minutes in news continues.